Hello students, in our today's lecture we are going to see the example on the automorphism. So first example is, let G be a finite abelian group of order n. That is, we have given that G is finite and it is an abelian group and order of the G is n. Okay, and let m be a positive integer prime to n. Prime to n means the GCD of m comma n is 1. Then the mapping sigma from x to xm is an automorphism of G. That is, we have to prove that this mapping defined as x to xm is an automorphism. That is, we have to prove that this sigma defined x to xm is 1 1 onto homomorphism. 1 1 onto homomorphism, right? And since G is abelian group and order of G is equals to n. So we know that when order of G is equals to n, then for any A belongs to G, we can have order of A. That is, A to the power n is equals to E. What it means? A to the power order of G is equals to identity element for any element of this G. Okay, so we use this property here. That is, we can write if order of A, that is order of the element, is nothing but if it is m, then A to the power m to the power n is equals to E to the power n, that is equals to E, right? So for any element we can write A to the power n as equals to E. Okay, now we have to prove this x to xm is a automorphism of G. So we show that it is 1 1 onto homomorphism. Okay, so we write in the solution as, let sigma, which is defined from G to G, defined by sigma of x is equals to x to the power m for all x belongs to G. We gave this as the equation number 1. And here we have to show that sigma is automorphism, right? We have to show that sigma is automorphism mapping. That is, first we prove that it is 1 1 onto an homomorphism. So first we prove it is an onto mapping. We show sigma is onto, right? So since we have given that m is prime to n, prime means the GCD of m comma n is equals to 1. If the GCD of m comma n equals to 1, what this implies? This implies there exist integers u and v such that mu plus nv is equals to 1. That is, if the GCD is 1, then we can express every GCD of every number as in the form of the linear combination. Okay, so if the GCD is equals to 1, that is, we know that if the GCD of a comma b is equals to d, then d can be expressed as the linear combination of these two numbers, that is d is equals to ax plus by. So using this as GCD is equals to 1, so 1 can be expressed in this form. Okay, so mu plus nv is equals to 1. And what this implies that for every element x belongs to G, we have x can be written in the form x to the power 1, that is equals to x to the power mu plus mu, that is 1 is written in this form mu plus nv. So this x to the power mu, and this can be written in the product form x to the power mu into x to the power nv, that is equals to x to the power mu into E. Since order of G is equals to n implies x to the power n equal to E. Okay, and therefore using this we can write this as x to the power nv is equals to x to the power n to the power v is equals to e to the power v into E. Therefore what we have get here, x is equals to x to the power mu, that is mu that is equals to x to the power u to the power m is equals to sigma of xu. Okay, since this we get from equation number 1, that sigma of x equals to x to the power m. Okay, and therefore this is equals to what this implies here, because here anything to the power m is the image of the element. So here x to the power image of x to the power u is x to the power u to the power m. Therefore we write here, since from 1, that is from the given mapping, we get this. Thus for x belongs to G, we get xu belongs to G, that is every element of G we get the element xu belongs to G. This is also an element of G, such that sigma of xu is equals to x. And what this implies then? This is implies sigma is onto mapping, right? Now we show sigma is 1 1. Now we show sigma is 1 1 mapping. Okay, so for this we take the element x comma e belongs to G. What this implies that sigma of x is equals to and we consider that this images sigma of x equals to sigma of e is equal. Then what this implies, x to the power m is equals to e to the power m, because by the definition of sigma, image is equals to x to the power m, image of e is e to the power m. What this implies, x to the power m is equals to e, because e to the power m is e is identity element here. So now we take the xm to the power u, that is e to the power u. What this implies, x to the power mu is equals to e to the power u. But from this equation, x to the power mu is equals to x. So x to the power mu is equals to x and e to the power u is equals to e. Okay, so when the images, that is when any element maps to the identity element, we get that x equals to e. And what this implies kernel of phi, kernel of sigma is the singleton e. Okay, what this implies, the kernel of sigma is equals to singleton e, and hence we can say that when kernel of sigma is equals to singleton e, what this implies that sigma is 1 1 mapping. Okay, so this is an equivalent that when the kernel of sigma is equals to singleton e, then sigma is 1 1 mapping. Okay, so this is an equivalent to 1 1. So when we have to show that the mapping is 1 1, we can show that the kernel contains a singleton element, and which is nothing but our identity element. Then if this kernel contains the identity, then any mapping is 1 1. Okay, so we get here that sigma is 1 1 mapping. Now we have to show that it is homomorphism. Okay, so for this, now we show that this sigma is homomorphism. For this we take x comma y belongs to G. What this implies, sigma of x is equals to x to the power m and sigma of y is equals to y to the power m by the definition of sigma. Now we take sigma of the product xy, that is equals to xy to the power m, and which is nothing but x to the power m y to the power m. And this is true only when G is, since G is given abelian. As given that G is abelian, therefore x to the power m y to the power m is equals to x to the power m y to the power m. Okay, so when G is abelian, the power is distributed, otherwise not in the group theory. Okay, so we have right here that sigma of x, that is from this we can get here that sigma of xy is equals to, this is nothing but sigma of x into sigma of y, because x to the power m is nothing but our sigma of x and y to the power m is nothing but our sigma of y. Okay, so we get that sigma is homomorphism And what this implies, sigma is an automorphism mapping. Okay, hence we get the solution, that is we have to show that the given mapping defined from x to xm is an automorphism. We have to prove this. Okay, and as we have proved that this sigma which is defined here from x to x to the power m is 1 1 onto homomorphism, therefore it is an automorphism mapping. Now we see the second example. So let's see the second example, which state that a finite group having more than 2 elements, okay, that is the group contains more than 2 elements, with the condition given that x square is not equals to e, that is x square, x into x is not equals to e, which is not an identity. For some x belongs to G, that is for one element we get this is not equal to e. Okay, then if this is given that for this group, if with this condition, then we get that there is a non-trivial automorphism. Non-trivial means this automorphism is not an identity mapping. Okay, so the only trivial automorphism we know is the identity mapping. Okay, so this we get the automorphism which is not a identity mapping, that we have to prove here, right? So we use the given condition what we have given here, that so in a solution we write we have a group G with the condition, that is we are letting the group G with this condition that x square is not equals to e. So with a more, that is G has a more than 2 element. We take this group G which contains more than 2 elements and with the condition that x square is not equals to e. Okay, so since x square not equals to e, what this implies, x into x is not equals to e, then what this implies, the product is not equals to e. What it means ki x is not the inverse of x itself. Okay, so we can write x is not the inverse of x, that is x is not equals to x inverse. What this implies, G is not the abelian group, because we can show that if all the elements in which x is equals to x inverse, then it is abelian group. Okay, so if this condition is not satisfied, then we get that G is not abelian. So we prove this theorem for the two cases, that is when the G is abelian group and when the G is non-abelian group. Okay, so firstly we prove this. Firstly we suppose G is abelian and we find the automorphism, and we show that this automorphism is also non-trivial for the non-abelian group. So suppose that G is abelian group. Okay, so we firstly considered G is abelian group. For this we define a mapping phi from G to G such that sigma of x is equals to x inverse for all x belongs to G. Okay, we give this as equation number 1. That is we are defining this mapping. Now to show that sigma of x is equals to x inverse for all x belongs to G, right? We have to show that this mapping sigma of x equals to x inverse is sigma is 1 1. We have to show this sigma is 1 1 because we have to show that this mapping is automorphism. We have to show, for this we have to show it is 1 1 onto an homomorphism. Okay, so we firstly show 1 1, then onto, and then homomorphism. So sigma is 1 1. For this we let any element a comma b belongs to G, implies sigma of a is equals to a inverse and sigma of b is equals to b inverse by the definition. And we consider that we consider any two elements such that their images are equal, then what this implies, a inverse is equals to b inverse by the definition of the sigma. and A inverse equals to B inverse implies A is equals to B. What this implies then? Sigma of A is equals to sigma of B implies A equal to B. Therefore, sigma is 1-1 mapping. Right? Now we show sigma is onto. Sigma is onto, that is for any A belongs to G. There exists A inverse belongs to G such that sigma of A inverse is equals to A inverse its inverse. Right? Because we can write this sigma of A inverse as inverse its inverse by the definition of sigma, and that is nothing but our A. So for any element A belongs to G, that is this element A belongs to G, we get A inverse such that its image is equals to A, and therefore sigma is onto mapping. What we get? Sigma is onto. Now we remain to show that the sigma is a homomorphism. So for this we let A comma B belongs to G. What this implies that sigma of A is equals to A inverse and sigma of B is equals to B inverse. Now we considered the image of the product, that is sigma of AB, that is equals to, by definition it is AB inverse, and this is nothing but our A inverse, that is we can write this AB as BA inverse because we suppose that this G is our abelian group. So this is equals to BA inverse is nothing but our BA inverse is nothing but our A inverse B inverse, because when there is a product of two elements and its inverse, then the last element come first and the first element come last, that is inverse of the last element and then the inverse of the first element. Okay, so A inverse is nothing but our sigma of A and B inverse is nothing but our sigma of B, and therefore we have here sigma of AB is equals to sigma of A into sigma of B. What this implies? Sigma is onto and 1-1 homomorphism. This is implies sigma is homomorphism. Okay, and therefore we get sigma is 1-1 onto homomorphism, and therefore sigma is automorphism. That is if G is abelian, then sigma is automorphism of G. Okay, so when G is abelian, we get the automorphism. Now if G is not abelian, because by given condition, since x square is not equals to E, this is our given condition, right? So for any x belongs to G, because this x square is not equals to E, then for any x belongs to G, we have sigma of x equals to x inverse is not equals to x, that is this is not an identity mapping. What this implies? Sigma is not an identity mapping. We get this from given condition, and therefore sigma is not a trivial automorphism. Hence we get the, so for the when G is abelian, we get the non-trivial automorphism, and when G is not abelian, then there exists non-trivial automorphism. Okay, so when G is abelian, we get the isomorphism which is non-trivial, and when G is not abelian, we get the same that is, it is non-trivial automorphism. Because of this condition, x square is not equals to a. Okay, so we stop here. We see in the next lecture some example and the theorems. Okay, so thank you everyone.